You know where you are?
This is Nollywood Pictures TV.
This is one of the problems I have with you. I do not know how many times I am going to tell you this before you will start appreciating that what I am telling you is the truth and nothing but the truth.
What exactly are you telling me?
Ikedinaigbo, you are too blunt.
It is my style. And it works for me. I do not believe in running around in circles and beating about the bush. That's not who I am. Ndulwe, please. I do not wish for you or anyone else to preach anything else to me.
Oh, do not try to dismiss me, for you know I will not give you the space. Fine, you have good intentions, no doubt. But you should have waited until you are crowned before letting anyone know of your intentions. You should know these evil men will resist you with all the weapons at their disposal.
Oh, well, I chose not to play that way. Because I'm not a cunning man. I'm sincere. I'm fighting for a just cause. I'm fighting for what is right. And the gods of our land will not let me down in front of my enemies.
I do not know what may happen tomorrow. I am scared. But I do not want you to lose the throne. Mainly now that Umungele International Market is about to be commissioned. Ikedinaigbo, you are destined to be a king sitting on money. You shouldn't have started anything that will see you lose out.
I will not lose out, so long as we have the gods in Umungele. The gods of justice. I am not afraid, and I shall not be let down before my enemies.
We are talking of the elders that no longer discuss the affairs of the gods of Umungele. Tell me, how are you going to ever flog them into line?
Have I ever told you that one of your most beautiful attributes, it's your coinage of words, eh? Flog them into line. Because that is exactly what is going to happen. They shall be flogged into line by the gods that they have abandoned for reasons they cannot even explain. They shall be flogged into line.
9. I am not practically happy the way you're handling this issue.
And how am I handling it?
The elders came here and told our daughter to forget about her marriage with the prince, with the threat that if she allows herself to get married to him, she will be excommunicated from Umungele Women Assembly. And you're not doing anything. Why don't you want to discuss this with her?
And that's supposed to have told us something. The men that came here are not just elders. We are talking about 3 men that practically rule this kingdom.
Because they rule this kingdom now, we are going to allow them to ruin our daughter's happiness with their politics? Ilo Putife, why are you not handling this like the man of the house?
My daughter, with what is going on, you don't need any streets here to tell you that you have to make up your mind fast on leaving that prince. He is not good for you.
Says who, father? Is this why you have been avoiding me? You have gone to discuss with those elders and made up your mind on this?
The only thing that can make a man relevant in his kingdom is to understand where politics is shifting to, and he urgently shifts to that side. I am an chair in this kingdom, and I am not going to go against the man in council.
Father, I will not leave the prince. I love him dearly and I intend to stick with him forever.
We shall see.
I have made up my mind. If I will
Listen, you see, one thing I learned from my father is that no matter how much pressure I find myself under, I do not get distracted at all. Walk and relax, eh? Relax. I shall be crowned king of Umungele Kingdom when the time comes, and nothing will change that. Listen, I would have to call you back. My very elegant sister just strolled in. Let me give her some attention. I'm gonna. God. Asandinze. Asadadi. Amalichamu. What troubles you? You're not smiling at all. Is it that you woke up on the wrong side of the bed?
You refused to tell me what the problem was. Now I have managed to find out. So tell me, what do we do about it?
There is something I am trying to understand here. Are you telling me to my face that you will still go ahead and marry him even after knowing the crime he committed?
Father, I will not let you or anyone else get this twisted. He did not commit any crime.
Are you not going to call your daughter to order? Why is she insulting my personality?
Father, I'm not insulting you and I never will. But you are working with the elders against your own daughter, and that is not fair.
Calm down. We clearly need to understand what is going on.
There is nothing you have not understood. Oh, you are talking back at me because you are in love. No problem. You will know the true meaning of love if you fail to adhere to the elders' instructions. Nonsense.
I'll never give it up. I'll never
Nonsense.
Let
me come back. No here.
Young lady, I actually think you're following this the wrong way. That is not how to talk to your father.
I'm sorry, Mother. But is it not obvious that the elders have briefed him?
How would you know? Your mates are out there building careers for themselves and you are here talking back at your father because of the man. I do not like it.
I thought you were with me.
Yes. But once we are exposed to spiritual arguments, we're supposed to change. Don't tell me you're not blinded by a man.
No, Mother, I never said I was blinded. I love the prince. Our marriage was scheduled to take place as soon as I passed out from NYSC.
And now that you have passed out, and we are getting prepared, the elders ruled that it would no longer happen. Why don't you concentrate on getting yourself a job?
I can't believe you're the one talking, no.
Well, I finally listened to your father and I agree with your elders' decision. If he wants to go back to hidden practices, he should find a hidden to marry. We're Christians, aren't we? Excuse me.
I can't believe people can change this fast.
So you really want us to sit here and discuss these men?
They are not just men, my brother. These are men that can go all out to achieve whatever objectives they have set out for themselves. You know exactly how they operated while our father was here. So the least you could do is to try to have a problem with them.
Fear not. But let me give you this assurance. I can handle this man. There's nothing to worry about. Alright, they're just being insensitive, that's all.
From what I gathered, it is not as basic as you sound.
Asanze, it is very basic. What am I asking for? that I want to reenact the ancient practice of Ikamma N'ire, making a mark on the tongue of anyone who indicates interest in being a part of the prestigious Nze Na Ozo group in Umungele. That is all I've asked.
So this is true. I was actually briefed, but I really wanted to hear it from you. How can you ever nurse such ambition?
It is not an ambition. It is a movement that would entrench the truth in our land. Asanse, you're a princess. Look around you. I see the crop of Nze Na Ozos that we have. A bunch of losers, liars, fraudsters, and deceivers. They have watered down the process, cheapened it, monetized it, and made it available to anyone who can pay for it. Obroka Iseme, it is not right. Alright? That nonsense has to stop.
I honestly cannot believe this. That a well-traveled and a learned man like you, a graduate of Florida State University, would think of such?
Even the Western people you talk about, Asa, these people have not ignored or neglected their culture and their ways.
What culture are you talking about? That the development you would bring to your people during your reign is to bring back a forgotten pagan practice.
That forgotten pagan practice will foster unity, peace, and justice in our land. It is a good place to start.
I refuse. I refuse to accept that. What is wrong with you? I mean, what makes you think that we do not already have that in this kingdom? You have to think about this again. You honestly have to. Because you cannot fight those elders. You will never win over them. I rest my case.
I have made up my mind. If I be
Nze Obiora, judging from all I've observed, I think there must be something else we must invent to frighten her.
Something else like what? What we said is not even a threat. It's a statement of fact. If she disobeys us and allows that idiot to marry her, should we be excommunicated?
And I am telling you that my daughter is not bothered about being excommunicated from the Umungele Women Assembly. To her, the body does not put food on anybody's table.
That is what she thinks in her ignorance. But soon, she will understand that there are a lot of things that are superior to food. If any man decides to undermine the wishes of the elders and council, he will be crushed, and anyone who follows him must be crushed equally.
Anyway, I will still talk to her. As we speak right now, they are so attached to each other, and it is not easy to get them separated so fast.
Okay.
Like I said, I will try.
You are truly a different breed of woman.
I don't know what that means.
You flaunted the elder's instruction and you still came to the palace to see the prince. Only a strong woman can do a thing like that.
My princess, this is not about strength. I love the prince. And I will support him in good and in difficult times.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Thank you, my princess.
But you still have to talk to him. He cannot win the fight against the elders. He should stop this madness and ascend the throne in peace.
Okay, my princess, but you don't have to be upset at your brother. I know he has good intentions. I'll talk to him.
Obviously, I wasn't expecting anything less. For in truth, I know you will always support him.
Of course. But I'm supporting him because he has good intentions and he wants to make our kingdom better.
See?
I am very, very disturbed with his long silence. He has heard what we did, and still he has not called or visited any of us. That is not good enough.
I don't know why that will be a problem to you. Is it ever possible for him to be a king in Umungele without our approval?
He has been discussing with all the youth leaders.
Who told you that?
I am telling you what is happening. And we must confront him on that.
Confronting him with what? That will order the halting of his marriage to Belinda? That will not make any sense.
I think we should make him understand clearly that he is no longer going to emerge king in Umungele Kingdom.
That can only happen when we have decided on who to crown. As long as we have not settled that, that will be making a big mistake.
I'm really scared.
Why are you scared?
Because this whole thing has become more serious than I thought.
Don't worry yourself. Things will fall into place. Okay?
And your sister, she doesn't even support you. She doesn't even support your radical reformation.
So that listen, this is not a radical reformation, all right? It would have been radical if I am introducing or smuggling in something that is totally unknown to my people. What I am doing is restoring a practice that some people connived to destroy. Why? Because they wanted shortcuts. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but your one and only sister doesn't even support you.
I wasn't banking on Asanze's support. Whether or not I have her support is immaterial.
I know that you're doing the right thing. And you have my full support.
You see why I call you my world? I don't have to talk too much for you to get me. Thank you. This is why you're different from the rest. Thank you for standing by me again on this one.
Oh, my tax is here.
You know I'll miss you, right?
And I'll miss you too.
Come here. Take care of you.
I will.
I'll call you.
Okay. Bye.
Somebody talk to the Prince of the land. Can somebody talk to the Prince of the land? Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh iyo koko. Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh iyo koko. Can somebody talk to the Prince of the land? Can somebody talk to the Prince of the land? Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh iyo koko. Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh iyo koko.
Seriously, that stubborn prince is a very big issue for us. Even with all the threatening signal we have given. I mean, I expect by now that he will come on his knees begging the elders.
Exactly my point. Honestly, I thought by now he would have come cap in hand begging us. But rather, he is ignoring us with contemptuous disregard as if we are nothing.
No worry, right?
My fellow elders, I think what we should be discussing now is how to curtail his excesses.
His excesses?
I think.
Let us give him an ultimatum of 2 market days and make it abundantly clear to him that his family will no longer produce the king.
Talking of another family producing the king brings a question. What about the chief priest?
The chief priest? Yes. The chief priest is only the eye and mouthpiece of the ancestors. He is not a kingmaker. And we cannot allow him to get involved in the politics of Umungele. If he needs money for sacrifice, we make that available to him. But if he wants to get involved in the politics of Umungele, we will resist that.
The same goes to Ibezim, the youth leader. Just let us see how we can get him on our side. If he needs money as well, we make money available for him, to him.
Zobiora, I met Loputifa, yes, on my way to this place, and he told me he was coming from here.
Yeah, I invited him, and I especially told him to get his daughter, stay off the prince. I even promised him that the next king will marry his daughter. And I want us to make it a confirmation in case if he asks any of you.
Anyway, that's a brilliant one. Or what do you think?
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Let me get water for you.
No, I'm fine.
You look so tired.
The elders are not happy with the prince.
We all know that already. Judging from what is going on, nobody should be happy with him.
Left this house? Where are you coming from?
Good afternoon, Dad. Good afternoon, Mom.
I have told her not to leave the compound until we understand what is going on. But you know, Blender, she will not listen.
Young lady, where are you coming from?
We went to the palace.
Palace what? Oh, that means you don't heed to the elders' instructions? Are you not ashamed of yourself? That you are in love with a madman? A young man that claims to be well educated and well traveled, proposing such hidden practices? Is that not enough reason for you to know that he has gone mad?
He has not gone mad, Dad. He hasn't gone mad.
Then he must be consuming any of the banned substances. That will be the only conceivable reason for anyone to nurse the thought he has.
Father, you're judging him in a hurry. He's a decent man.
A young man who seeks to destroy the very foundation of his own town is the one you qualify as decent?
He's a decent man. He's just being misunderstood.
Oh, you are the only one that understands him? Good. Very soon, you will stop leaving this house. But then listen to me. I don't want to see the prince anywhere close to my house or see you anywhere close to him. If you do, you will not like what I will do to you for flaunting my orders. Nonsense. Leave my presence.
Are you just going to sit there and say nothing, Mother? Tell him Ikedinaigbo is a noble man.
A pagan man will be more appropriate. I feel so ashamed that my daughter is the one defending an illiterate who still talks about the gods.
He's not an illiterate. He is a standard and well-educated man from an American university. He's not an illiterate. He's not an illiterate. Why are they doing this to him?
Nze Na Ozo na-aba Fasi na wa diga bose ihe n'efu N'ocheze
Elders of Umungele. Hey. To what do I owe this surprise visit? And while you're standing, I like to think that seats like this were meant for men like you. Eh? Unless you now consider yourselves unworthy to sit on these chairs in your sinful garments.
Yeah? Okay. We will ignore all your insults, for that is not the reason we are here. We have been taking it lightly with you because of our late Igwe. We are here to give you an ultimate of 2 market days, to make up your mind and come to the elders of Umungele and apologize for daring to start what you have planned. Else
what?
The throne will be taken away from you to a reasonable family.
Yeah.
You must apologize, especially to members of Nze Na Ozo, for alleging that they are not even initiated.
And of course, you know that's a huge insult. And you are supposed to be apologizing by now with at least 4 cows. However, we waive that for you. You better start making up your mind before we cripple you completely.
Because I decided to restore an ancient practice founded by our forefathers, and you think that I am scared of all of you.
Prince Ikedinaigbo, I have an advice for you in a riddle form. As a close friend to your father, I'll advise you. This path you have decided to follow will only lead to your destruction. Mark that word.
I want to be destroyed. Ichie Chijoke.
No, Ichie.
Yeah? What? Huh? If you think that you're only at war with the elders, you are up against the entire community, that you are planning to take them back to their vomit. The youth of Umungele will soon visit you.
Ana agbanti mo no.
Anu ko na horu ko alaja makisi.
These elders are cowards. That is what they are.
No. I totally disagree with you on this. You are the one creating unnecessary problems in this kingdom. And it is high time you stopped before it's too late.
Asanse, I take it from your utterance that you have no clue as to what is going on.
Nothing is going on. I mean, absolutely nothing. The only thing happening right now is that you are too stubborn. Even Mother complained about that before she died.
Please, please. Please don't bring Mother into this, please. Please.
I will go with you. Yes, I am prepared to go with you to beg the elders, Nze Na Ozo of Umungele Kingdom. I don't even mind we going now.
Never. Never. Asanse, never. I am not going to apologize to them. It will not happen. When Father was alive, I told him about my plan and he gave me his blessings. I will not apologize to them. I will go ahead with my plans. Let them go ahead with their plans. And let the gods decide.
I still cannot fathom this. What is wrong with him? So, after spending 10 solid years in America, he came back and still talking about the gods?
I have made up my mind.
Oh, mine.
If I be
pegged it a heathen practice, and to a layman, it was explained as a pagan practice. In other words, paganism. But then men began to rise in Umungele. Wealthy men, men of substance. And then they wanted to become a part of the prestigious Nze Na Ozo. But the problem though, was that these men were already Christians, some of them Pentecostal, some of them Catholics, Methodist, Baptist, Anglican, and what have you. So what they did was to criminally come together, connived and instituted a means by which they boycotted the ancestral process of Ikamma N'ire, which is the foundational ritual that an initiate must go through to be a certified member of Nze Na Ozo. And that movement watered down the power of Nze Na Ozo to a point where it now became a mere chieftaincy title that can be conferred on just anyone who can afford it. And that also gave rise to a set of fraudulent men that call themselves Nze Na Ozo. Men who lie, men who sleep with other people's wives, men who come together to sell community lands, share the money amongst themselves, men who take money from dubious politicians and perpetuate evil in Umungele. That has to stop. Nze Na Ozo is sacred.